Good evening, everybody. Deary's here. Um, Announcement and a PSA. um, Pardon the. This is the first video like this I've done, so I apologize if it's a little not smooth, but I'm not very smooth, so that kind of fits. But anyway, just want to let everybody know I am getting some things ready to have my own auction. Um, and it's not. I'm not going to be one of the big guys ever because I don't buy that much that I don't want, and what I do buy that I don't want, I get rid of pretty quick so I can get stuff that I do want. Um, so, but I do have a multitude of extra Lincoln wheat cents, Lincoln Memorial cents. It's about the only cents I have, but most of the time, the auctions that I am a part of, the pennies, the cents, don't sell real well. So I figured I would have my own, and that way the people that might want those items could show up. It still might be up to a month away or so. I don't have a date. I'm just starting to do this. But that leads into the PSA, because part of what's making me want to do this also is I've been, a watching member of this community for 5 years now, 5 or 6 years. Participant in some channels for 4 years or so, and those channels have changed over time. But I have to say that there have been some disappointments lately with some channels holding auctions. There's a matter of fairness and a matter of wanting people to obtain good numismatic items. And it doesn't always have to be a fair price, per se, if there's two people that want the same thing. But there's a difference between two individuals getting into a battle in an auction and bidding something up to a little crate, what a lot of people would think is crazy amounts, than there is to starting items at a crazy amount to begin with. And I've witnessed that, and it's bothered me. And there's too many good channels, too many good auctions, too many good trade days, flea markets. There's too many good things in this coin community where you can get your items at a realistic price. A lot of it has to do with, I think, knowledge. And one of the things that I will be doing very soon is starting some educational type videos. People start out and do those, and then I think a lot of times they get lost. So I'm going to redo some. But and that might be this channel, that might be a different channel. Hint, hint. But we're not. Everything's up in the air for that. So, but that is something I will be doing. It's just hasn't been decided a lot of that yet. But beginning coin collectors, or coin collectors who haven't done the research up front yet, really need to be careful. I've seen people paying horrendous amounts of money for something that, A, if you shop around, or B, if you go to several auctions before you decide to buy. Get an idea of what things are worth. Look at the Red Book. The Red Book is not by any means a price guide. There's a lot of information in it, and like I said, it's not a price guide, but it gives you a general idea. If the price guide, if the Red Book says a certain coin is worth, well, here, let's take a look, and let's even, we'll even do, a biggie. Maybe not a biggie, but let's look at a Morgan dollar. I have to read, so I have to take these off. Um, all right, here, this is a good example. It's not a cheap coin, but let's go with an 1880 O Morgan dollar. Now, are there extra fine examples of this out there? And by extra, I'm not using that as a grading term. I'm just using that as a adjective. So let's use the grading adjectives just so I don't confuse anyone. Are there mint state 1880 O Morgans out there? Yes. Are most of them probably graded at this point? Yes. Are they all graded? No. That's fine. But if you're on an auction and you're buying an 1880 O Morgan, you look in the Red Book. Now, like I said, what I have here isn't even the new Red Book. Oop, yeah, there we go. It's the 2021 Red Book. So this is already out of date. But let's look. The 1880 O Morgan dollar in very fine condition is around $40. Extra fine 65, AU 75, and then in MS 60 it jumps up to 200. So it gives you an idea of what a coin might be worth. Now, there are websites you can go to. Numis Media is an excellent one, and I will put the website in the description. That gives you current ask prices for different coins in different grades. Now again, if you're buying a raw coin, then it hasn't been graded. The seller will give you the grade they think it is, and you looking at it online in an auction has to make a decision as if you kind of agree with that or not. And then buy the coin, and then you're stuck with it. I have bought what I thought were mint state coins that when I got them, they were obviously cleaned. Now, the seller might not have known that. I am not. That's the way things go sometimes. I've also bought mint state coins that when you get them, there's dings and dangs and damage perhaps even that you couldn't grade it. It's fine for if you're filling a book. It's fine. It's fine if you wanted it. It doesn't really matter. That's, if you're buying it just for the grade and to get it graded, well, then online auctions probably aren't the best place to get it, in my opinion. But again, but the as I digress, back to my original point. So even an AU coin of the 1880 Morgans, 1880 New Orleans Mint Morgans, and AU is $75 in the Red Book. Now, I can go to Numis Media and look at the same coin in different conditions. So, as I said in the book here, Mint State, or AU, for the 1880 Morgan dollar is $75. So if I go to Numis Media, and like I said, I will put the web link in the description for you. But the 1880 in AU 50 is listed as $43. Let me make sure I've got this right here. 1880 CC, no, 1880, yeah, $43. So that's what you're looking at if you're going to go sell your coin at a local coin store, which means they're going to turn around and sell for about 55, 60 bucks. But for this community and each other, that's what I usually go by. That $43, so $45 for a Morgan in 1880 in AU condition. Now, specifically the AU 50 grade. So that's well above a highly circulated coin, but below a mid-state coin. So it's a great coin, it's a nice coin, whatever. But so you're looking at, let's even say the 75, so $45 to $75. But when you go to an auction and they start the bidding on that coin at $110, to me that's not right. It's not right. And someone bought it, and there were plenty of other examples, and I'm not going to go into them just yet. Like I said, I'm going to do some other videos later, and I'll probably mention some others. But to me, what has made this community great over time is the ability for there to be fairness, for there to be people that want to help grow other individuals' collections and keep this hobby something that's not all about the money. And this leads me into some, like I said, into some other things that will be in other videos. But it's just it weighed on me. I was watching this and I was literally getting a little sick. I mean, it was that bad. Stuff, things that I personally have sold many, many times at the yards, the flea market, the community flea market on Mama T's channel, or on Trade Day with Everyday Opportunity. Or even just, traded it with people. Any auction I've been in, but things that I'm selling for 25, 30 bucks, we're going for double that. And the beginning price was greater than the actual price of the item. And it gives a false sense of value to the person buying it. And if they go then and try to sell it, they're going to realize this, and they're going to hopefully realize that it was not sold to them properly. Let's put it that way. I have seen, like I said, I have seen on other auctions, two people go at something and end up spending 2 to 3 times what it's worth. Well, that's on them. I have no problem if somebody wants something that I have, and somebody else wants it too, and they get into a bidding war. That's fine. If I have 2 of them, I'll stop them and let them each have it at a decent price. But if I only have 1, then it's up to them. I'm not going to stop them from doing that. But if it's the onus on me is to start it at a reasonable price. If it's a bin auction, to price it at a reasonable price. It might not be the price other people think they want to pay for it when they don't buy it. It might be a price that some people will jump at, and then they will buy it. But that's why we all have these resources to find out what things are actually worth, and it devalues to me the specialness of numismatic items to price them beyond what they should be. Um, you know, if I have a 31D wheat cent and I try to sell it for the same price as a 31S wheat cent, well, somebody who doesn't know any better might buy it. Okay, I hope not. But anyway, but that's on me if I try to do that. Them buying it just shows a lack of education on the subject. And I think maybe we all, especially those who do auctions, need to do a better job of putting out more educational information. I haven't seen a lot. There's some subjects that are covered over and over and over again, and there's other subjects that I've seen covered in excellent ways by excellent people, but not lately. Let's put it that way. So, but anyway, um, so to wrap it all up, be educated. Don't go to these auctions not knowing. Most of them put out their lists ahead of time, or if they don't put it out way ahead of time, they put it out during the auction so you can look at it. Look stuff up. Understand what it's worth. Don't be going into these things and just, I have overpaid for items. I will overpay for items again, mostly because it's something I want. So if it's something I want bad enough, I'm going to pay more for it if I need to. But there's, again, the onus on the seller is not to set it up to be an abusive number. So that's my 2 cents. Feel free to comment and let me know if I'm crazy. If you agree with me, if you want to buy something. Like I said, I will be doing an auction that will include a lot of BU coins, BU cents, rolls of BU cents, some errors, some varieties. There'll be some silver coins. I'm kind of making a collection at this point, trying to decide what I want to do. But I've got so much right now that I'm a little overwhelmed. So I definitely need to get rid of some of this stuff. And so it's not going to be expensive auction. Let's put it that way. There might be some items that are worth some money that that people might not want to buy, and that's fine. I'll hang on to it. But there are some other things, early wheat cents, some Indian heads, but a lot of focus on the copper rather than the silver and that kind of stuff. I do have some older proof sets that I'm looking to move. And by older, I mean like I have a 1955. And, like I said, I haven't decided everything I'm going to get rid of yet. But I need to get some more equity to be able to spend without the wife knowing it on the things that I need at this point. I've started trying to do a typeset, and still trying to upgrade my penny album to be cent album, to be all red coins is what I'm looking to do. So now I have a feeling that the first page of that book might not ever be all red because I'm also haven't not won the lottery. But like I said, I'm going to look to sell some things that don't normally sell at the places I do my selling. So this way you all know it's coming. But I appreciate you watching. If you're not subscribed, please do. I am hoping to get to 500 someday, and then after that I'll worry about more. But I'm just looking to get to about 500 now. Should probably do a giveaway or something at 500, huh? But at this point, I'm just kind of moseying along, doing some videos, doing some lives, and not very often, as I'm sure you know. But I hope to get into it more. So, and when there's an issue that comes up like this, you'll be hearing from me. But thanks a lot. It's nice having you. Have a great night.